Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I am feeling like I am on a trip to heaven right now because we are starting episode 7 of the Mr. Camilleri Show. I appreciate all of you tuning in. This video is brought to you by Identifying Fractions Productions. Yo, DJ, drop them off with a beat for the learning target of the day. The learning target of the day for Tuesday, March 29th, is I can identify fractions with different numerators and denominators. Success criteria: I can correctly identify at least 8 different fractions. Now, fractions are used to represent a parts to whole relationship. Now, the figure to the left, I want you to imagine that it's a cake that you just picked up from the bakery. Now, that cake is cut into 4 slices. The bottom number of the fraction is called the denominator, and the bottom number in the fraction represents the total amount of parts within the whole. So we have a whole cake, and the total amount of parts or slices in the cake, that's what the bottom number, that's what the denominator represents. I'm actually going to count the number of slices. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 total slices of cake. 2 of them have gray frosting, 2 of them have green frosting, but the total amount of slices of cake that we have is 4, and that is what the denominator, that is what the bottom number represents. The top number in the fraction is called the numerator, and it represents how many parts of the whole. For example, in this cake that we just picked up from the bakery, 2 of the 4 slices of cake, 2 of the 4 parts, have green frosting. So the fraction for the amount of slices of cake that have green frosting is 2 out of 4, 2/4, because we have 4 total slices and 2 of them have green frosting. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now that we reviewed all that terminology, put your seatbelts on and get your popcorn ready, because we are heading into the best part of this episode. Yo, DJ, drop a beat for the primetime identification demonstrations. Alright, so first demonstration problem, I'm going to identify the fraction for how many pieces are shaded green. So first thing I'm going to do is count the total number of pieces. Let's see, 1, 2. So there is 2 total pieces, so 2 is going to be the denominator in the problem. And one of those 2 pieces is shaded green, so 1 is going to be the numerator. To make the line, I'll just underline the 1. And we have our answer. This fraction is identified as 1/2. Alright, so now I'm going to identify the fraction again for how many pieces in this picture are shaded green. First step, I'm going to count the total number of pieces. 1, 2, 3. So there's 3 total pieces, so 3 is going to be the denominator. That's going to be the number that goes on the bottom. Now I'm going to count the number of pieces that are shaded green. So there are 2 pieces are shaded green. So 2 is going to be the numerator. That's going to go on the top. Now underline the number to make the line for the fraction. And this fraction is identified as 2/3. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, final example problem now. As always, the first step, I'm going to count the total number of pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 total pieces in this picture, in this shape here. So 4 is going to be the denominator. Now I'm going to count the number of pieces that are shaded green. 1, 2, 3. So we have 4 total pieces. 3 of the 4 total pieces are shaded green. So our fraction is 3/4. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is our show for today. There will be an episode on comparing fractions coming soon. I'm going to end episode 7 the same way that I started it, with the Mr. Camilleri Show theme song. Have a great day.